Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. For the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They've got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, Dave, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Pittsburgh's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Pitt pushing the pace.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finding an escape route. Turning on the Jets. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Cavaliers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
The Cavaliers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
At this rate, the offense is going to be lucky to kick a field goal. 2 straight plays down by the goal line, 2 straight sacks. What is going on?
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Bringing the heat. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Virginia! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Handoff from the shotgun. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. To the air, it's Ingram. Working that left side now. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Malusi. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Malusi.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run play action. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense at an empty set. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some yards.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing right. Fired in there, but incomplete. Might be calling a hot route. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Hit right back to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Sullivan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day.
Turning it on! The 40, the 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and you're fast smooth, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. Makes it past the marker. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Cavaliers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pitt pushing the pace.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Willis. There he goes.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here's the return from inside his 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Ingram. Grabbed behind the line, it's Love. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle here for the offense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
It'll be 3rd and long. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A strike downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Virginia. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
What?
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pitt. And the route is on.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. on the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Powers through the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Unloads it left. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Back to throw. It's Ingram. Here's the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Pitt right back to the line. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Virginia, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gets the back moving. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Ingram. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Look out, he's got room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. 22, and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Safe little shovel pass. Oh, what a move to get open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They go to the draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love it.
Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Can't get him to the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed,